Single player selected.
And welcome back, friends. Sorry about that. Last we left off, we got the address for Seldon Industries and we were heading right there now in our cool brown jacket and dark sunglasses at night, indoors, while it's raining. We are bad arse. Okay.
Are these lights that are just...
That?
Yeah.
It could be a pool of water.
Okay.
Okay, so we're heading to Seldon Industries. Did I say Spartan? It's
No.
Seldon. Alright, Seldon Industries sits among grim buildings that have suffered at the hands of pollution. The building itself seems different to all those around it. It seems even more imposing. Here's the front door. In fact, let's see what he says. The outside of the Spartan Industries and the walkway leads up to the entrance. Is mostly constructed from stone. The sombre grey walls have only the smallest of windows, and the buildings look totally unwelcoming.
Okay, that time you said Spartan, Pugman. We all heard it.
Spartan, whatever.
This is Cake Town. Open the door to Cake Town, Pug.
A pair of distance-sensitive electronic doors that are unlocked using the keypad next to the door. The door won't open without the keypad. Alright, and that is why we got the number from her disc. Do you remember the number, Chippants?
It is 7833.
3. Well done, Chip. You haven't let us down yet.
Me and the people. We got it.
You guys are fantastic. And may cross you off the list. Right, let's have a look here, see what he says. The lobby of Seldon Industries is Spartan. What? They're playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
Is Spartan and decorated to give an impression of efficiency. The blue carpet and the grey walls are lit by subtle blue neon lights. There is a reception computer here. That's the computer, people.
That is the huge computer.
It is big. A security computer that controls entry to the building. The computer says, please enter handprint. You press your palm on the space indicated on the side of the screen, but the computer refuses your access. That's a bit of a bucket, isn't it?
Oh, we're about to get gruesome and chop off someone's hand.
We need to get in these lift doors. Lift doors stand firmly shut, and there seems to be no way to open them from the outside. The doors must be opened automatically by the security system if you can activate it. Alright, Chippants and people, what do you reckon we do here?
Yeah, like I said, chop off someone's hand.
That's close, but you got to use your brains a little bit more in this game. I told you before, it's a thinking pug's game.
Standing outside the elevator and wait for somebody else to activate it.
Got to think deeper than that. You got to take your pistol and shoot the computer in the face.
Oh. That's a thinking pug's
Lovely
game,
stuff.
is it?
That's going to open a door. Mess with me, stupid computer.
That's a thinking pug's game, is it?
Now, before I move in, I'm actually going to save it here because things are about to heat up. Again, you've got to be quick on this next bit coming up because they're not going to be happy with us, as cool as we look. The lift arrives with a gentle bump at the front, marked something.
I think management, something?
Alright, now quickly here, friends. Get into your pocket. Don't grab your gun.
What?
Grab the crystal. As you hold the crystal in your hand, it glows strong. Got it. Let's use it. You hold the crystal firmly and raise your arms. Deflected!
Whoa.
Bosh! I bet you wish you never pulled a gun out on us. left his arm behind too. On the floor you see the gruesome sight of one of the security guard's arms. Blood seeps from the end of the arm in a steady flow. Can we use the arm? You prod the arm gently and withdraw your hand quickly. Okay, one dude actually ran off to here, I thought, but...
That was a big arm, by the way. It's almost the full size of you.
Oh, briefcase. A new-looking leather briefcase that Seldon must have discarded in his haste to get away from you. There is blood on the handle, so perhaps Seldon has been injured in some way. Okay, so we haven't got him yet. Let's open the briefcase. Let's take the papers. Let's take a read. A metal folder that contains a thin sheath of computer-printed paper. The front of the folder has Seldon Industries punched into it. Alright, it's ready time, people. Seldon Industries. Updated information on Project 1. Top secret, authorised personnel only.
Ooh.
This document is presented by Dr. P. Goldin, Head of Security, and is for the information of Mr. Seldon and Chief Security personnel only. This document must be destroyed as soon as the contents here have been examined. Following the deaths of two public figures under the watch of our security operation, we have decided, with Mr. Seldon's approval, to concentrate our efforts on the strongest remaining members. All possible security measures will be taken in order to protect these people. There are now 5 members of the Project 1 committee: Mr. Seldon, Father O'Rourke, Juliet Chappell, Diane Underwood, and Dr. Beckett. Beckett has not been located, although all remaining committee members report that they feel he is close. His power is stronger than all the other members, and although he is mentally unstable and volatile, he is important to our success. This is what I was looking for. Underwood's address. It looks like she's pretty well protected. Miss Underwood has been taken to a remote boathouse in the Upper East area of the Docklands. Her exact location is Unit blah 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 Dockland Upper East. We have installed an advanced and improved security system at the address. This incorporates laser detection which destroys intruders. Entrance to the building is now impossible, even to Seldon Industries security staff, including myself. The device has been programmed to deactivate upon completion of our objective. Miss Underwood is not contactable in any way at present, as the phone lines have been disconnected as a security measure. Father O'Rourke is similarly protected, having been located in the disused building discussed in my previous security update. It is thought that the priest will reach the transition stage before any of the others. His power grows stronger with every hour. I examined the priest last night and I have found signs of mutation within his basic cell structure. This is a good sign that he is approaching successful transformation.
What is going on?
Further to our meeting yesterday, I have initiated the termination of Juliet Chappell. As I predicted in my psychological report on her, this woman is mentally weak. She does not have the necessary amount of dedication to this organisation or to Project 1. Therefore, she is to be terminated so that her power will become useful to the surviving group members.
It's not Project 7?
Here's Chappell's address. Perhaps I ought to check to make sure that she isn't still alive. You know what, Chippants? It is Project 7 and not 1.
Is it? Okay.
Because it's the 7 people.
Oh.
And in his diaries, he's always seen 7.
Okay.
Good catch. Although, to look at it, it does look like a 1, in my defence. A plasma device has been installed to explode when she next returns to her residence at Kensington Place. It is impossible to survive the blast as the device is voice print activated. So they're basically knocking out their own people. In conclusion, I can say that despite the loss of 2 of our members and shortly a third, We are close to achieving our goal. Crane was a fool and knew nothing of his potential and could see only short-term gain. General Sterling, however, was a strong and important part of our team, but you must all continue to think positively over the next 24 hours. With you all securely protected, I wish you a short and comfortable wait until you all finally emerge as one within the Dreamweb. Dr. P. Goldin, RDT, Sarton Industries.
What? So they're killing their own members.
Only the weak ones that are messing up their plan.
Huh. Like Crane.
Crane was weak anyway, because I think he was like a drug head and whatever else.
Just cared about fame and music
exactly.
sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Exactly, and spitting in people's faces. Don't forget the spitting in the faces.
It's very important.
Alright, well, we haven't got Sarton yet. Let's go hunt him. Let's go up these steps. I saw his blood trail just there.
Oh, you did? Are you sniffing it?
I'll sniff it too. And this bit here, friend, you've got to be quick. That's him, he's in his little spaceship. Before he takes off, grab your gun and you know what to do. You reach into your coat pocket and hold out and take hold of the gun. Think he's getting away? Not this year.
Whoa.
Take that, Mr. Spartan, whatever your name is. Get in my body. I'm taking you back to the Dreamweb as prisoner. Oh, a little blue dot. Drifted off. Don't know if you caught that.
I didn't.
Fantastic music. We got it, people. Let's talk to what seems to be our boss.
The keeper of the Dreamweb stands before me with...
Ryan, we believe that the remaining 4 have begun to fight amongst themselves.
What has happened?
We sense that one of their number, a woman named Chapel, is weakening. If you reach her before the others, she may help you. We fear that they are planning her assassination.
What if she is killed before I find her?
Then she has been lost to us. Seek out a woman called Underwood.
Where is she?
She works for the government, but now she is under the protection of Sartain's men. We do not know where.
I know what I must do.
Okay. So we need to find Chapel next. I'm not sure which door we take. Let's try this one. Bingo.
Why doesn't it go out of the same door every time? I don't know. It just takes you back to Earth, right?
They like to mix it up. Yeah, we're heading back to Earth once we find the key. And then we're going to try and save Chapel, who they're trying to take out before us, because she may help us.
Got it.
New area. We're in a car park. Don't know what that is though. Oh, a pillar. Gotcha.
Okay.
Now before you leave the car park, make sure you grab the wire cutters. Can you reach in and get them?
That sounds
Pinch 'em?
windy.
It does, doesn't it? Let's get out of the car park. There's nothing else in there for us. Now there's a new location, the boathouse. I'm not going to head there yet. We're going to head to Chapel's house. Julie Chapel's address is in the area of an old-fashioned spacious housing where the land is at its most expensive. The house is set on a hill on the outskirts of the city where the air is slightly cleaner. So they're all doing well for themselves, these people.
2 seconds, friends. Gotta help a pug.
Alright, 1 second. Okay, so this is Chapel's house. Let's take a look to see what Ryan sees. You stand nervously by the wall surrounding the house you think belongs to the aristocrats. There is a strong smell of burnt wood in the air and a flicker of light from the nearby police car. Doesn't sound good. Let's chat with the couple, shall we?
Is that a good idea? I mean, you could be a wanted man right now.
We've got our sunglasses on. We're in disguise.
By the squad car, I see a cop taking notes. He looks up at the devastated building in front of him occasionally before he writes in his notepad.
Oh boy, what's happened here then?
Sorry, sir. I'll have to ask you to leave the area.
What happened?
Looks like a terrorist attack. Are you a journalist?
No, I'm not. Actually, I knew Miss Chapel. Is she inside?
Well, so far we haven't found a body inside the house.
Can I go inside?
No, you can't. There's still plasma residue from the explosion. It's too dangerous.
Okay. Maybe I should speak to her family.
Yes, sir. That's a good idea. Now, if you don't mind, I got work to do.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay.
Well, bugger people, it looks like we were too late. Nonetheless, that's not going to stop us sneaking in. We're just going to climb over the wall. Temples. Section of high wall. Let's use it. You jump up in front of the wall and reach out. Your fingers just about grab the top.
I don't know if I would have figured that out.
Bingo, we're in. I'm trying to figure out how to move forward. There you go. There's a couple of things we want to take a look at here in this wreckage. Let's have a look at this picture. The picture shows a church, and it's one that you recognise, although the church is now abandoned. You try and recall the address, but it escapes you. You feel that the church is important, but where is it? Okay. I don't think we can take the picture. Can we take it? No, we can't. If you look carefully, it's very important, friends. There's a blue cartridge right there.
Ah,
I mean, that is a right bugger to find.
cheeky game.
The label is scorched and you can't read what's written on it. So we're going to take that and we'll have a look at home later. And that's all we need from here. Can we get out? Yes, we can. Back over the wall. Use the wall. Okay, so we've got a choice here now. We can either head back to our house and have a look at that cartridge, or we can head to the new place we've not been yet, which is the boat's house. Which would you like to do, Chippants?
I think the cartridge. We should arm ourselves with as much information as possible.
That's a wise move. That's why we hire you at Pugman and Chippants. That's why you make those big money bucks.
How much we make it, Pugman?
Well, at least a couple of nickels.
Because the last team I saw, it said I was fired, just like Ryan.
Look at that, I'm even remembering the code.
I wouldn't have. I would have had to look down at my notes.
Well, let's pop this blue cartridge in. In fact, I don't... Let's exit. A high definition network monitor dominates the room. Use that. I have a feeling we're going to need a passcode for this cartridge. Let's have a look. List. List cartridge. Access denied. Key required. Beckett. There's a clue in that, and there's also a clue for it in the diaries. I'm going to come back to this later.
I don't know if that name doesn't sound familiar to me right now.
I think it mentioned it once in the game, but it's in his diaries as well. I can't remember I saw it in the game. Right, let's head anyway to
The boathouse.
the boathouse, because that's where our other target is. The boathouse here on the edge of the beach stands on stilts above the black waters. The area is part of the old docks, and most buildings here are disused. Oh, crap. Okay, now this bit's rather tricky. The first thing you want to do here, friends, this is why the game's so tricky. See this railing?
Yes.
Let's examine it. A rusty piece of railing that has one broken end where it is sheared away from the steps behind you. You're going to need to pinch that.
Wow.
Now you remember, take a look at this pipe. This rusty metal pipe emerges from the sand and touches the edge of the wall, so foul-smelling sewage gushes out of the pipe into the sea. It looks disgusting. Well, we're going to actually use the bottle we grabbed earlier from the bum.
What?
Quite disgusting. Quite disgusted, you thrust your hand under the filthy water and take as much as you can. Okay, so we've got a bottle of water now. Sewage water, I think.
Couldn't you have just gotten that from Lewis's place?
We probably could have. Let's see what he sees here at the boathouse. The boathouse is located here on the beach. It is almost 10 feet up in the air, supported on pillars that plunge deep into the ocean, murky waters. Okay, if you remember earlier, we read in the briefing document, in the briefcase, that this person has a security system that nobody can reach. This is Underwood's place.
Yes,
And
it's
nobody
lasers.
Can nobody can reach it. If you look here, there's a security device. You aren't sure what this does, but there is a shallow trench in the sand that leads directly downwards to the sea. It looks as if this thing might fire laser bolts of some kind. So we don't want to mess with this thing. If we look closely, there's a junction box here hidden in the sand.
Oh.
You see a metal plate lightly covered with sand. A raised symbol in the surface shows a lightning bolt. This must be some sort of electrical junction box. We use it. You remove the sand from the cover with your hands. Okay. Now in order to get it open, we need that piece of railing. Taking the railing in your hands, you carefully prise open the lid of the junction box.
I think the screwdriver would have done well there too.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to use it, and then we're going to use... Do we use the bolt cut? No, we're going to use...
The gun. Just shoot it.
We're going to use the bottle of water. You throw the water onto the open junction box and turn away as it begins to spark. This is you fixing computers, Chippants. Boom, that sorted the Windows update, didn't it? Okay, so that's taken out the security system so we can climb up to this balcony. The blast from the explosion security system has left a gaping hole in the balcony railing. You should be safe enough to climb up now unless there is a secondary security device of some kind. Hoist yourself onto the balcony. Now, if you look closely, there's a hole in the window right there. See it? I'm glad you all see it. Alright, let's climb in the hole. Ugh. Blood and guts everywhere, and this looks like Underwood.
It's been cut in half.
Let's chat with her.
The woman lies in a pool of blood and entrails. Amazingly, she's still alive, and she's trying to dig her fingernails into the floor in a desperate, futile attempt to drag herself away from me.
Gruesome.
Ryan. That's your name, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes!
I wonder how long it'd take for you to find me.
I've come this far. I have to kill you all.
Give
Then
you all!
kill me, you bastard!
Total recall,
End this
people.
pain!
Where are the others?
As if I tell you. O'Rourke is growing. Soon he'll be too strong.
Then I must hurry. But first,
Show me mercy. Show me the heavens. I want to die now.
Well, for somebody that's got her body cut in half, she's still rather feisty.
And able to focus and answer questions and all.
Well, she said show her heaven. Can you think what we should do, Chippants?
Crack her head with a pipe.
Close enough. We're going to just shoot her. We'll give her mercy, alright. Bullet with her name on it. That is the end of Underwood.
Wow. So you blowing the fuse box, that cut her in half?
It did.
Okay.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. This is a recording.
Nice touch.
What are these things?
the keeper of the dream.
Ryan, you have done well.
Thank you.
Only 2 remain, but they are very strong.
Oh, no.
I can feel their strength.
The 2 left are a priest named O'Rourke and a violent psychopath named Beckett.
Beckett.
The priest has almost reached entropy. He will use his power to transcend the boundaries of Earth. He seeks higher goals than the mere domination of the Dreamweb.
Can I reach him in time?
Perhaps, but you must act quickly. You already know where he is.
What
Do
if
we?
he has reached entropy?
Then pursue Beckett. He is the last and most evil threat to the Dreamweb. He holds the final key. Now, you must hurry.
Okay. Now, there's that name Beckett. That was on that blue cartridge.
Oh.
Now, he says we already know the area. And which you kind of question, well, do we? In his dreams, in his diary, he's always at this, coming to this place, this church.
Yeah, he couldn't think of the address for it.
The church in the diaries is called, I think it's called Septimus, which stands for, I think, for 7 again.
The 7's everywhere.
And that's a clue to log in to that blue cartridge. Which I understand is a bit hard to work out, to be honest. But nonetheless,
I don't know, walking over that wall right now,
Yeah.
actually, that one seems the most
climbing a wall in
abstract.
this game is kind of difficult too. I agree with you. Okay, so there's only 2 left to get.
You're leaving your silhouette behind, Pugman. They're gonna know it was you.
Right, let's head back to our flat and see if we can log on to that tape.
It's got a lot of detail, this game. A lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
attention.
You know, I think I messed that up. What is it? 5106.
5106.
Yeah, like I said, you said there's a lot of detail, and as I said, you can pick up almost every item. I've been so specific, but if you were playing this game and not knowing what you were doing, you're picking up everything.
Yes. Yep.
Even that egg, even that thing you said was an egg on top of the TV, you'd be picking that up, trying to eat it. Okay, so we need to log on as Beckett. The password is Septimus, which is the name of the church. Now, the list, if we list the cartridge this time, we should be able to get in. Look at us, we're hackers. Let's read the brief. Sandra Bullock, eat your heart out. We're hackers. To all members involved with Project 7, please note that O'Rourke is now within the secret chambers.
Jeez, so quick.
We believe that an assassin has been dispatched by the Keepers. All Project members must remain vigilant and, if possible, retreat to a place of safety. Hiding at St. Septimus Church, located in the Italian Steps area of the city, may be used as refuge. Members of Project 7 must contact me to arrange this if required. Dr. P. Goldstone, Seldon Industries. So he mentions this in his diaries. So if you didn't read the diaries, it would be rather difficult. And even if you read the diaries, it's rather difficult. Anyway, we have our next location. We have our next target, old Beckett.
There's only 2 members left. It's Beckett and the priest O'Rourke.
Yep.
Maybe they'll be at the same place. I mean, we're going to a church, for crying out loud.
Ruined church. The church is badly maintained, building set in the midst of urban decay. It stands as a lasting Gothic symbol in the centre of a run-down but modern city. Weeds flourish among the stoneworks. I think if you look at the sign, a weather-beaten notice board that has a wooden frame and a dirty glass front. Wiping the glass, you see that the message board has the word St. Septimus Church at the top. Okay. Oh, we've got to use the old wire cutters on the gate. We decide to try and cut in the chain with the wire cutters.
Okay.
I'm alright. Easy as that. Oh, look at this place. Let's see what he says. You stand just inside the entrance to the church. 2 large statues stand either side of the door and stare blankly into space. The floor is made from old and broken stone blocks that lead towards the altar.
Is that also a skeleton in the middle?
Good spot. That is also a skeleton in the middle.
He forgot to mention that.
He's just saying his prayers, Chippants. Leave him be. On the floor is a pile of human remains, a rotten heap of cloth. Presumably once a cloak covered some of the bones. Can we use it? Most of the remains seem brittle and quite useless. A hand. A skeletal hand with clean white bones. The hand has the index finger extended and the joints seem unmovable. I'm going to pinch the old skeleton hand.
He's got a ring too on his finger. Is it because it had loot? That's why you put it in your pocket, Pug.
Always loot what you can. A statue. 1 pair of tall statues stood either side of the entrance of the church. The statues look as if it is of a saint, as the figure is clad in armour and carries a shield. Now, if you listen to the diary that I read earlier, it said he's been to this church many times, he couldn't remember. And on the panes of the window, it had hell above heaven and hell looking down on heaven. Just so you know, it was kind of, the church is kind of backwards on that.
I see.
Just
okay.
little details on it. A stone tablet set into the floor with the words of an epitaph inscribed upon it. The inscription reads, Jacob Gauntlet, 1307-1365. Okay. There's lots of stuff here. Let's move on. Got some pews. In fact, let's see if he looks at the windows and describes them. A stained glass window made from a multitude of small pieces of glass set in a lead frame. The picture shows a simple cross. We examine the window, but nothing important in the design. Okay, so it's just in his diaries. Very haunting music. Look at the altar.
I mean, not just haunting music. Skeletons, blood everywhere.
True. A large altar carved from stone, the surface feels rough to the touch, and as you run your hands over it, you notice a draft of air where it meets the floor.
Ooh, you could push it, maybe.
Let's use it. Maybe I should remove what's on it first. Okay. Let's pick up the candlestick. We're not going to need it. Drop it on the floor. Pick up the cloth. On the floor you go. And you too. Now can you use it? The altar almost seems to shift, but some kind of lock or similar mechanism is stopping it. Let's have a little peek. Examine the hole. In the top surface of the altar is a hole that looks about the same size as a human hand.
Oh!
That's why we're going to take, you guessed it, Chippants and people probably, the hand with the ring. The hand slots neatly into the hole with a clunk. Now can we push it? You give the altar a push. Ugh, he's spitting on his demon hands. Dirty sod. This is really heavy.
A spitting game.
Yeah. Alright, let's okay, hole. You have revealed a small hole that looks just wide enough for a man to squeeze through. The hole is framed with wood and cobwebs cover it. Should we go down, people?
Definitely. You
earned
got
the
cobweb
pants.
glasses.
You carefully lower yourself into the darkness below. Okay, what's this? Stone slab. Stone slab is the lid of the tomb. Bracing yourself, you give the stone slab a heave. I smell loads, people. A gem? A small red gem that is smooth to the touch. We're going to take that. There's another red gem. We're going to take that one too. And
I
a
hope
rock.
you're just going to fill all your pockets up. Let's go.
A lump of rock that has probably come from the crumbling walls in these corridors. We're going to take the rock too. I mean, why not?
Why not?
We've got deep pockets. If you look closely, friends, it's very hard to see, but there's a jar right there.
Oh, come on, game.
They didn't go easy on us in the 90s. A jar made of clay that's about knee high. This is a slim opening in the top that is just big enough for you to fit a hand inside. There is a small clay lid covering the opening. It's open. There's another gem. Let's take the gem. Oh,
I thought you were going to have to slip the hand inside it again. In that clay pot.
now looking at the floor, there's a stone tile. Set into the floor, you see a square stone tile with 3 circular holes in it. The holes are man-made and they are identical. Can you guess what we do with these holes?
As much as I hate to say it, put your gems in.
Put the gems in the holes, people. You carefully place the crystal into the first free slot in the tile. It fits neatly. Lovely stuff. Do that 2 more times. You place the third crystal into the stone tile, and as it slots in place, a pair of hidden doors swing open. Boom.
Okay.
It's getting even more creepy. Let's move on deeper under this hidden kind of tunnel under a church. Reminded me of something that happened in New York. Alright, nothing here, but friends, I want you to keep your eyeballs peeled for boulders.
Boulders, okay.
Rocks. Actually, let's have a look at this statue. A tall stone statue with a crystal set into the top above the 2 stone rings sat, one on top of the other. Each stone ring has a series of symbols carved into it. The stones appear to move. Now this is a little puzzle, and then we need to match the right symbol, and we're going to hear a click. Now, I think this is random, although there are scribblings in his journal of these kind of symbols.
Okay.
So it's not that one. Let's try again. This is just trial and error.
You're just listening for a click.
Yes. So I'm going to move the top symbol. In fact, I'm going to move the bottom symbol. Remember, it's a triangle.
Okay.
See this triangle? Remember that symbol. So when it wraps back around, you let me know.
Gotcha.
We'll try that one next. And hope we get lucky soon. this might be a good time to go grab a sandwich and drink, friends. No. At least we have cool music.
That one looks good.
No, that's not it. Okay, so we've wrapped back around.
Wrapped around.
Next one. I'm going to repeat.
There's a lot of combinations to try.
Yeah, there is. You know, it's quite a frustrating game, you know, if you don't know what you're doing in it.
So maybe you could reference your diary from here. Like, how many symbols are in the diary?
There's a few of them and they're kind of scribbled. This was the original one, wasn't it?
That's the first.
Okay, so we've wrapped round on that one. Let's try this one now. I will take a look at the diary in a minute once we find it to see if it actually does match, but I have a feeling that it changes. So you're always going to have to guess.
Okay.
Okay, we've wrapped back around. Maybe this one. No.
It will be the very last one.
Maybe this one? No.
How do you think the game is aged, Pug?
Storyline's fantastic. The controls are piggish. Boom, we got it, people.
Nicely done.
Now, rocks, people. That's what you've got to keep your eyes peeled. 2 boulders. I'm going to put them in my pockets. I'm going to collect these. Like they're Pokemon. So look down here.
I think this game would make a great remake.
Oh, it would, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Proper 3D environment.
Definitely.
Okay, look, somebody's been sleeping here under the church. It's just getting creepy. I don't see any boulders, and I don't think we need anything else. Let's see what he says. This room must be used as a storage area, as there is nothing but boxes and crates here. The room is lit by a single bare bulb that throws a harsh glare across the room. I mean, what are they doing under this church?
What indeed?
I missed the door back here. Well, that's where I came from, isn't it? Yes.
So, going north?
Yeah. There's a door here. A pair of sturdy doors which lead, you think, to the exit. You try pushing and pulling the doors, but they won't budge. Perhaps they only open from the other side.
Let's keep looking. Boulder!
Good spot, Chippants. Because it's hard to spot boulders when you're in a dark cavern with sunglasses on.
Which you refuse to take off, I'm sure.
Hey.
For spit, I get it.
For spit and coolness. There's another boulder here. Do we have room? We do. What's back here? A couple of boulders.
What are these for?
Well, you'll say. Oops, pick it up. We're out of space, so we're going to drop...
A shoe.
No, we need our shoes. We need to keep our cool factor with the sunglasses. We'll drop the bottle. We don't need that anymore.
Okay.
Now we're going to take these boulders. In fact, let's see what he says. The tunnel makes a right angle turn. Here, a breeze blows slightly through the tunnel, wafting a stale smell with it. Occasionally, you hear the sounds of what might be small animals in the distance. We're going to examine the car. A sturdy metal car that has 4 small, fat wheels huddled closely together on its base. On the front of the car is a handle from which there dangles a short chain with a hook on it. Use. Can you guess what we're going to do, Chipmunk? directions.
Go mining?
Kind of. We're going to load the cart with these boulders or rocks.
Oh, gotcha.
We need every last one in there.
So this puzzle would not work if you didn't grab all those rocks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do I have any more? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we are missing a rock somewhere, so let's have a look-see-see. I'm still not going to take my sunglasses off.
Or your shoes.
Or my shoes.
Put your shoes in. Might weigh it down. Where'd we miss it? Is that little guy right down there? South?
Did you see one there? There, right down the corner.
There we go. He's hidden well.
Very tricky.
Major props to the sound team on this game.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? The whole atmosphere is great.
Yes.
And you're right, it does deserve a remake. Alright, you load the cart. We've loaded the cart. Can we use it now? You give the cart a huge push. As you would. Oh! Fantastic animation. We've made ourselves a little hole. I say little, it's huge. Let's have a peek in here.
It's a maze.
What's he say? The cavern widens out here and light from the room beyond spills out into the corridor. The stone floor and the walls are dry along this section of the tunnel. Well, there is actually an exit there. Before we go there, let's take a look in it. What do you say? The tunnel reaches another dead end. Here in front of you is a total featureless wall made from the same stone blocks as the rest of the tunnel.
Okay.
Okay, so basically nothing. I don't think there's anything down here either. So let's push on up the stone steps. Ooh.
What the heck are we looking at? It's like, and I
The
hear a
keeper
heartbeat.
suspected the priest would reach entropy. I think this is it. I'll move on. Now the priest has escaped me. I must do something. Look at it.
Like, we hear a heartbeat, don't we?
You have stumbled upon the priest's doorway through to the Dreamweb. The remains of his mutilated human form lie across the floor and spill onto the gateway into the centre of the floor. There is a sickening stench in the air. So, maybe he's using a certain portal. You heard of like a dragon's... What's it called? Dragon's paths or dragon... They're called ley lines.
Okay.
But I've
yes.
also used the word back in the day as dragon lines or something, or dragon's paths.
Got it.
And where they cross is where there's apparently a lot of energy in the earth.
Yes.
And people put churches on these ley line points to generate energy. Okay.
Interesting, yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're using that, and they're using that energy of the earth to go into the Dreamweb or something like that. I don't know.
It makes sense to me.
It looks pretty gruesome if you want to pass through now.
It looks like a portal right there too, doesn't it?
It does. There's a sickening stench coming from the mutilated remains of the priest. His flesh has stretched and split to grow into long, veiny tendrils that reach across the room. Sounds like something from Resident Evil. You dare not touch the remains. They still pulsate slightly. Well,
No, I'd be taking the fire axe and just like chopping it up.
he's pretty much a goner, I think. We can't do anything here. I guess the Dreamweb's going to have to take care of him. There is a hole here, though. In the floor, you see a hole where a stone floor tile has been removed. Peering through the hole, you see a small room below. You lower yourself through the tiny hole.
Alright, so now we're just, what is it, Beckett? Is that who we're looking for now?
Exactly, Beckett.
Okay.
Hear wind.
What are we looking at?
It's a train track.
No, he looks like an otter. Is that
Excuse
us?
me?
What is he doing?
What are you talking about?
I
Chippants?
see an otter on the right.
Here we go. Him there.
Yes, him there.
That's us. That's his
Okay.
shoulders and that's his head.
Move a little bit.
I can't. Hold on. I can't.
No, okay, well the shoulder looks like his head.
The platform ends just here and the track disappears into complete darkness. From the tunnel you can hear the faint sound of dripping water. A strong wind blows from the tunnel entrance. Right, although I can't move him right now, Chippants, trust me, it's not an otter.
Okay.
What I will do though is save the game here. Alright. Okay, why can't... Yeah. Come on. There you go. See?
Otter's
It's
moving.
not a walking otter either.
Otter's moving.
Alright?
Yep.
We're closing in on end game, people. It's just a showdown with Beckett. And not Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap, who's awesome. Let's go in this little crack.
Whoa.
Look at this messy sod. All the men in this game are messy.
The king and the queen are dead. Just the Joker remains, but not to save the day. It seems that you have defeated us. The web is almost balanced.
There is one guy doing multiple roles.
I have lived a tortured life, so many victims, so many I have saved. I have never reached my potential. I have been waiting for you, Ryan. I felt you coming closer to
Waiting for you, Ryan.
You see, in the end, it is you who has faced death. It is you that has unwittingly joined our cause. Destruction of us is your own destruction. The Keepers did not warn you of the consequences of your actions. They will turn your life force into one of us. We are all descendants of the Deliverers. When you die, your force will be sent to the Dreamweb and wait for a controlling space. Your thoughts will fight between good and evil. You will be reborn to walk the earth. You will be caught in a vicious cycle, searching for your way to escape the earth. The other 6 have moved on, as we all will. But first, you must die.
Oh crap. So they've caught us in a reincarnation trap. You have to move here quickly, people, or he's gonna get you.
Whoa!
Gosh! That's the end of him. Now friends, he was called the Dealer, known to the police as the I think the Dealer, and he was the serial killer in the city. And maybe he's been killing people because the hooded monks or whoever have been telling him to do it.
Ryan, the web has been freed. The commanding positions have been filled. No absolute good or evil, but neutrality. We will now protect the web. Your task is finished. From here, you must return to your life. It will never be the same, and the consequences will be great. You have saved our dreams.
Oh, we saved their dreams, people, but I have a feeling he's bloody evil.
And we're going to jail.
Oh boy. Was it worth it, Ryan?
Halt! This is the police. Put down your weapon and walk slowly towards us. If you do as we say, you will not be harmed.
Pugman, the screwdriver.
I was just fixing old people's computers. Ah, crap, it didn't work. Oh boy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Dreamweb.
What the heck?
Now, I'm still unsure of what's going on there, to be honest. if you take it at face value, I guess he saved the Dreamweb, and those people just keep Earth in neutrality. But to be honest, it sounds like they're keeping people in incarnation trap. And
so was the dealer at the end our future self? Is that you?
I don't know if it was our future self, but it's just another person
That they
that
recruited.
they're told to go kill people, and now because of his karma, he's caught in a trap or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm adding on to stuff that they weren't thinking. That's what I think.
I would think that these Dreamwebbers, the Keeper, were bad for sure.
I think so, because they said they're keeping the Earth realm in neutrality.
No,
but if you look around at neutrality, it means it's awful.
Yeah.
There's wars going on. There's whatever else.
Well, they told us when we died earlier, because we died and didn't complete our mission, that evil took over.
Yeah.
So what? We have to be constantly teetering on good and bad here.
Yes.
And those jerks are the ones pulling the puppet strings to make that
What they're
happen.
scared of is losing their Dreamweb, their side of it, of these guys crossing over to the Dreamweb and meeting them. That's what I think.
Because they called them evil. They called these people evil.
And they were putting their power together to cross over and maybe deal with the guys in the Dreamweb. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But either case,
Well,
it makes it interesting.
It doesn't sound like following the orders worked out too well for him anyways.
A lot of people died and a lot of innocents died, so I don't know if they're good. And it looks like our spirit just jumped into a computer.
And we got a ticket that said thanks for playing.
Or a ticket straight to hell. Either case, friends, that's the end of Dreamweb. And the game even closes itself. Oh my god, they've infected my computer. Oh crap. Chippants, get your bottle of water out and throw it onto the mains.
Done.
Alright, friends. I hope you guys enjoyed. Chippants,
I did.
Did you enjoy?
Holy heck. What a game. What a game.
Great story.
I feel like there's not many games that we've played that you want to pick back up and see if you've missed anything. But I'd like to reread some text and see if there's anything else I can't figure out there and decide if we're good or bad or we've had a little glimpse into our own world and what's really going on.
Either case, it's a tragic ending for Ryan.
Yes.
And his girlfriend. But maybe he saved the world. Well, I don't know if I'm going to sleep well tonight. Hopefully I don't dream. But until next time, you guys take care.
I might have some dreams.
And we'll see you on another video. Night night.
Save and quit.